Today we're at Morris Point on one of our homes. We have two homes going up on this street. We're currently finished slab. We've been coming up on framing. I came up with the designs, what I do for this spec home that we're building over here. And we see a lot more happen and visualize things, even though I can visualize it before, but sometimes I need to modify things in the process. Today I'm looking in and we walked in and the great room is 16-foot high ceilings, but the length of it is only 23 feet long, which on some houses is normal. But for on this home, I felt it was too short because it's actually, I'm looking at the plans on the home and the total kitchen breakfast area is actually larger with a lower ceiling. I want to recuperate some more of that very high ceiling of 16 feet versus the 12 and push that down. Doing that, you have to consider multiple things in the home. One is, I know I want to move it. We got to figure out where we can move it. By doing that, then we have to go in because it comes up with two different more sets of plans, which these are all our structural LVL beams on the home. These are the current ones we have here. This is how far I want to move it down, which is another 10 to 12 feet. And that's this red line here. Pushing it up is the first decision. Second decision to see that it'll work is then we have to go over the roofing plan to make sure that those beams are not going to elevate into those rafters and that I still maintain height below those rafters while not harming the integrity of that. So then we come over here and I'll show you what it looks like. We have a fireplace over here and this is a 16-foot ceiling. Up there is our triple 18-inch LVL spanning that will actually carry the roof load and transfer down onto that. This current beam in this location is the end of that 16-foot ceiling, drops down to the 12, and then continues on with these rafters. I'm going to go ahead and expand and add 10 to 12 feet to this room, but in doing so, I don't, again, want to harm any structural. I'm going to add another double 18-inch LVL right along this wall right here, which is on the other side of the formal dining room. Currently, this room is transitioning the 16-foot into the 12 in the middle of that formal dining room entryway, which I really don't care for, and I can improve it and make it a lot better looking in that area while enhancing the family room at the same time. So we're going to add another a double 18-inch LVL here across there. Because I'm not adding any more structural weight or removing anything that's here currently, it's easily done. We've already run the calculations. The rafters will not hit those, so we're able to expand this great room in the family and add 10 to 12 feet to this, popping that all up 16 feet, and we still have another 18 feet of kitchen area with the 12-foot, which is still very high ceilings. By doing this, the great room and the entryway coming in is going to give us much more ambiance to the house and just a great feel of a lot more space added to the home, especially in the family room. But today I wanted to show you that at Genesis, these are all engineered beams. All this is approved by our engineers, but because it didn't add any more structural stress to the house, it actually is going to help it even more. There's no problem with that, and the engineer didn't have any issues with that, so we're going to move along and go ahead and expand this room. So the blueprints to me has always been, it's kind of like a canvas, and then I can change it from there. But all of our homes are separately designed and built, and they're one of a kind. So a lot of times when you're building our homes or your personal home, we see things as we're going along in these homes that can modify, change the home, make it better, always making it better. And if it's easy to do without a lot of troubles, why not do it? We don't stick to that, and just so that's the way it's done. So out on the job at framing here, we're about 70% done. We still got a lot of work to do, but another day at Genesis Custom Homes on the job.